Police in Knox County say a call for help from two children led to their mother being arrested. Why some people say it was a frustrating meeting today in Richmond where a group is calling for pay raises for police officers. And a disturbing attack in Florida. A 19-year-old Florida State University student accused of murdering a couple, then biting the victim's face.
This is WKYT News at 4:30.
Good afternoon. Sam, Dick, and Amber Philpott reporting. We're tracking another day of hit and miss storms across the bluegrass.
Any one of them could put down a good amount of rain, which could lead to some flash flooding. Let's check in now with Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey. Hi, Chris.
Hi, guys. These storms indeed packing a tropical punch out there with a ton of lightning and a ton of heavy rain. Everything, again, southwest to northeast. And a couple of hot spots that are out there. We'll keep a very close eye on this little thunderstorm complex that is cruising into southeastern Kentucky, breaking up a bit around Lake Cumberland to Somerset. Those Somerset, Shopville, over towards Science Hill, some heavier downpours. Increase in the amount of thunder and lightning right now between Mount Vernon and Conway. That is right on top of Interstate 75 in Rockcastle County. Farther to the north, Richmond had a thunderstorm earlier. A little bit of light rain still to our west, and watching another little round or two of some showers and storms trying to pop across the BG Parkway and north. Lexington, we're okay for now, though a lot of clouds out there. Light rain northeastern Kentucky. Here we go with the strongest round of thunderstorms on top of Menifee County, eastern parts of Powell County. That is rolling toward the east and northeast. So folks around Campton, West Liberty, and maybe eventually into southern parts of Rowan County will get in on that. Look at the lightning showing up over the past 15 minutes. So that is a nasty trip right now to Frenchburg on 460 toward Morgan County. A little farther to the south, stuff becomes a little more scattered around Lee County and then isolated from London over to Corbin. Southwest of us, that flow continues to come from the Gulf of Mexico. So the Gulf is open for business. What does that mean? Local flash flood threat will continue. And I'm watching the possibility of weekend thunderstorms with a preview of September that arrives into next week. Busy 7-day forecast here in about 10 minutes.
Chris, we'll see you then. Thank you. 9 hours. That's how long police say two southern Kentucky children were left home alone this weekend while their mother was allegedly at a bar.
When she finally got back to the house, police say they were there waiting. Caleb No has more from Knox County. It's our top story at 4:30.
Well, we are told the 911 call came in from two children who told police they were home, but their mother had been gone for about 9 hours.
The children, 10 and 11 years old, reported to police their mother told them she was leaving to get beer and would be back in about 30 minutes. But 9 hours later, she was still gone.
The only cell phone she had, the only number she could call was 911. And was just scared, had no resources at all, didn't know where mom was or anything like that.
Police showed up at the home on Poplar Grove Church Road shortly after 2 in the morning. They say the mother was still nowhere to be found. Until about an hour later, that is, when they saw a car ride past the house.
The mom actually went by me in the vehicle that the daughter explained to me, the silver Mitsubishi. I chased her down. Of course, she was intoxicated and an influence. Had her friend with her. She's intoxicated as well.
The mother, Michelle Brown, was arrested and charged with 2 counts of endangering the welfare of a minor and driving under the influence. Her passenger, Tiffany Morgan, was also arrested on a public intoxication charge.
Now, we are told both children were okay and were released to social services. In Knox County, Caleb No, WKYT.
And police say they believe the mother was at a bar and that 2 men were following her back to the house from there. Today, the Richmond City Commission discussed a hot topic there, the pay scale for city police.
There's been an ongoing debate in the community about how much officers make and how to give them a raise. WKYT's Victor Puente shows us the issue continues to create frustration on all sides.
Despite not actually being on the agenda this morning, the topic of police pay came up several times during this meeting. The workshop meeting of the Richmond City Commission was joined by a few off-duty police officers and the acting police chief, Bob Mott. When the meeting first began, there were also several on-duty officers in attendance. Mayor Jim Barnes asked them to leave, saying they were more useful to the city out on patrol. About a month ago, Chief Mott told WKYT 15 officers have left the Richmond Police Department since the beginning of the year, most of them going to other higher-paying departments. A group called the Ellis Coalition, named after Officer Daniel Ellis, has been pushing for a pay increase for police, saying they're focusing on making the community safer and retaining more officers. When the topic came up today, Mayor Barnes said the issue wasn't that they didn't deserve a raise, but the city couldn't afford it. The raise hasn't been voted on yet, and those asking for it say that wait has been frustrating.
And you make those comparisons and you make a move, you get it figured out, and you act. It doesn't take 6 months or 7 or 8 months to figure this out.
That proposed increase is being reviewed by the city's finance department. There's no word yet on when it could be voted on. In Richmond, Victor Puente, WKYT.
Right now, there are 46 full-time officers on the Richmond Police Department, but Chief Mott says only 31 of them are patrol officers. A Florida community is rocked by a disturbing and gruesome murder.
A Florida State College student is accused of murdering a couple, including biting a victim's face. Stacey Cohen has the story.
Inexplicable is the word repeatedly used by the Martin County Sheriff to describe this extremely violent attack in Jupiter, Florida. Just after 9 Monday night, a man called 911 to say his neighbor was being attacked on the driveway. Multiple officers, dogs, and tasers initially did not stop the suspect, who was savagely biting the man's face.
Somebody not feeling pain, not responding to a dog biting, not responding to repeated stuns from a taser.
They finally freed the victim, but 59-year-old John Stevens was dead. His 53-year-old wife, Michelle, was found dead in the garage in what's described as a gruesome murder scene.
It does look, inexplicably as it sounds, like a completely unprovoked and random attack.
The suspect is 19-year-old Austin Haroof, a Florida State University student whose parents live nearby. He is under sedation at the hospital. Initial drug tests were negative for cocaine, meth, and heroin.
We will be doing sampling of his blood to see if there was flocka or bath salts. Both of those are known to cause what we call the excited deliriums.
No test results yet, and no known motive. In Washington, I'm Stacey Cohen reporting.
And the neighbor who called 911 was also stabbed while trying to help. He is recovering from his wounds at a Florida hospital. A city committee met this afternoon to discuss whether to permanently close a stretch of Rose Street between Columbia and Huguelet. It's been closed for the past few months while the new academic science building is being built. The University of Kentucky wants to make that section of Rose Street a pedestrian walkway. UK says that if the proposal goes through, they hope to have the walkway ready by next fall.
A Lincoln County family is looking for the owner of a Bible that may be more than 70 years old. The Bible was discovered in a relative's china cabinet several years ago. It was printed in the early 1940s and appears to be a Bible given to soldiers just before World War II. It has a message from the president in the front. Mark and Deanna Young of Stanford say the original owner, if still living, is probably 99 years old. We'll have more on the search for the owner ahead for you on WKYT News at 6.
Comedy Central pulls the plug on a late-night show. What Larry Wilmore is saying after getting a pink slip ahead.
Now, your hour-by-hour forecast with Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey.
Showers and thunderstorms across central and eastern Kentucky, dropping a lot of water for many of us out there for the second day in a row, and we're going to make it 3 for 3 coming up into the day tomorrow. Live look outside Hamburg Pavilion in the distance in that gray sky, where we're still getting in on some light rains in Lexington. 76 tropical degrees out there. Look at the humidity at 87%. Winds coming out of the southwest. That's the flow that is producing those showers and thunderstorms, and a very strong thunderstorm that is taking aim on West Liberty into Morgan County. We'll show you that in a moment. Showers and thunderstorms kind of drying up just a little bit here around Somerset and Science Hill. Get into Mount Vernon, still some rumbles of thunder north of the downtown area toward Conway. Berea looking to your south. That sky is darkening. A little light rain across the Garrett County area. Back to the west of Lawrenceburg, still a couple of isolated showers. We go through the bluegrass region into northeastern Kentucky, and we've got some on and off rains. And then all of a sudden, south of Cave Run Lake, we run into a nice little thunderstorm that is located directly on 460. That is between Frenchburg and West Liberty. That's Menifee and Morgan counties, dropping toward the south along the Mountain Parkway too. This is very close to Slade. It's close to Natural Bridge State Resort Park, heading into Campton, Wolfe County, Hazel Green. Watch out for some showers and some thunderstorms that can put down enough water to get those creeks and streams to rise very quickly. isolated stuff back toward the southwest into McKee, but we've had a little more instability into southeastern Kentucky, so we'll see if those storms can kind of increase just a bit over the next hour and change. Cold front, it's still out there to our west. It has been to our west for the past 5-6 days, and it is slowly inching its way toward the area. And it is still picking up a ton of juice coming out of the western Gulf of Mexico. So watch that moisture plume coming right up along that front and points to the east. That front is finally on top of us as we go into the day tomorrow. So thunderstorms are likely, heavy rains, local high water threat. Thursday, not going to rain all the time. You're going to see more sun, I think, than storms on Thursday. Then we'll fire up the storms again as we go into the day on Friday. High school football fans, maybe one of those close calls Friday evening with some scattered storms around. Through the evening and overnight, action will take a bit of a break. Let's go into the day tomorrow and let's crank it up again. And this time the front is right on top of the area. So you got to watch for a couple of spots where we can get those southwest to northeast oriented bands of showers and thunderstorms that can put down enough to cause some local high water issues. Thursday may start gray but end with a little better sky that is out there. And we go into the day on Friday as well with a threat for some showers and thunderstorms trying to bubble back up as the afternoon wears on. That'll carry us toward the weekend. And that was a big leap, huh? Big changes lurking for our Saturday and especially Sunday and Monday. We've got a cold front heading toward the area with a taste of September coming in behind that. 5 o'clock, I'll show you how that front does progress through the area. Short term, upper 70s to around 80 tomorrow. Now that's okay. It's cooler, obviously. It's still humid as all get out, and some thunderstorms that will be around that can cause some local high water issues. Thursday into early Friday, mainly dry. Thunderstorms crank it up this weekend. Look at early next week. That's your fall feel, at least September version of it coming in for Monday and Tuesday.
I like the looks of Monday and Tuesday.
At least it's not daily thunderstorms.
Right.
Until we get to next week. This week, it's still daily thunderstorms.
You're excited to have something different to talk about, I know.
Yes.
Thanks, Chris.
All right.
Well, incredible is not an exaggeration. You really need to watch this. This is something else. This is from a daring water rescue in a flooded Louisiana area. It was all caught on camera. Take a look at this. Rescuers are working to free a woman from that submerged car in Baton Rouge.
You can see them attempting there to break the vehicle's window, and just as the car goes under completely, you see that woman is pulled to the surface, but the woman's dog is still in the car, which is now completely underwater. Just as rescuers are ready to give up, that pup is then pulled to safety. There you go.
Kept feeling around, and eventually I felt something furry and yanked the dog out, and luckily the dog was still conscious.
That is pretty incredible. The woman and her dog were visibly shaken up after being rescued, but walked away uninjured. With more rain expected to hit in that area, the historic flooding could get even worse before all those high waters start to recede.
You can meet Little Mead and get your jump on, all for a good cause this weekend. I'm Deanne Stevens, out and about at Get Air Lex when we return here on WKYT.
It is a fun partnership between Get Air Lex and the Lexington Humane Society.
This weekend, you can come out and jump and meet some new friends. Our Deanne Stevens is out and about with all the details. Hi, Deanne.
Hey, good afternoon, guys. I'm trying to get my new little friend Mead. You want to jump with me? You want to jump? I don't know that Mead's so sure about jumping here at Get Air Lex, but if Mead knew what was going on for the Lexington Humane Society, Ashley, I'll let you grab Mead. This coming weekend, Mead would be all about jumping. Ashley is with us from the Lexington Humane Society. Tell us about this weekend's event.
So this weekend, Get Air is partnering with us, and they're going to give us a proceed of all of the admissions prices from everybody that comes and jumps. So we're really looking forward to it. You know, we don't get any government support, so we really rely on private donations and community support from businesses like Get Air. So we're really excited about this partnership.
Yeah, fundraisers are so important. Fundraisers like this one are so important for you guys, and awareness of what you all do, right? So this is going to give folks an opportunity to learn a little bit more about the Humane Society and meet some little friends like me.
Yes, so we'll be out here. We'll have some volunteers out from 1 to 4 on Sunday, and they'll be out spreading the word about everything that we do at the Humane Society. And hopefully, you know, if it's not too hot, we'll have some animals out for everybody to meet and hopefully make a match, and they can come back out and see us and adopt.
Look, Mead's like me after I've been jumping on the trampoline. Yeah, Mead needs some water. Mead needs some water. By the way, Mead is up for adoption, but right now going through the First Contact program. So we'll see what happens with Mead. Andrew is with us from Get Air Lex. Come on, Andrew, get your jump on.
Okay.
It's more fun when there's two people, right? It is a huge workout. And this will be a lot of fun for the families who will be here on Sunday. Tell us what you guys are doing.
Well, what we're doing is we're having them come out. We are doing a special where you can get 3 hours for the price of 2 when you come on out, so you can really take the family out and spend a whole day here.
In the air conditioning too, right?
Yeah, not outside in the heat, that is for sure. And then additionally too, as well, just kind of partnering with the Lexington Humane Society. It's important to me personally, you know, I've got a couple adopted dogs, so I really like the organization, love what they do, so just want to get back to them.
Very cool partnership. Come see Andrew, come see Ashley, and come meet Mead and some of the beautiful animals at the Lexington Humane Society, noon until 8 on Sunday. I'll let Mead out of this one, but Andrew and I are jumping here at Get Air Legs. I'm Deanne Stevens, out and about. Back to you guys. Woo!
I'm not sure Mead knows what to quite think there with all that going on.
I think Mead's smart enough to know I'll just stay off and watch them go up and down. So it's a good workout.
Well, speaking of, a red carpet welcome for war dogs, plus a pink slip for Larry Wilmore.
And Bill Cosby losing a round in court. Danielle Nottingham has your eye on entertainment.
A federal court rejected Bill Cosby's appeal to reseal the deposition in which he talked about extramarital affairs and prescription sedatives. The comedian's attorneys argued the testimony could hurt his reputation, but the court ruled it's already public knowledge. Comedy Central is canceling The Nightly Show with Larry Wilmore. Wilmore took over Stephen Colbert's slot last year. The network's president says the show has failed to resonate with viewers. Oscar winner Natalie Portman lit up the red carpet at the New York premiere of A Tale of Love and Darkness. The Oscar winner is both star and director of the film, which is set in the early years of Israel's independence.
The story is very much a family story, a story between a mother and a son, and an immigrant story, a story of what it's like when you idealize a country before you get there, and then you get there and it's not exactly what you expect.
A Tale of Love and Darkness arrives on Friday in limited release. Also opening Friday, the true story of 2 young men who land a $300 million contract with the Pentagon. Jonah Hill and Miles Teller came out for the Los Angeles premiere of War Dogs. The film also stars Bradley Cooper as a shady middleman. That's your eye on entertainment. Danielle Nottingham, CBS News, Los Angeles.
We will take you to Tennessee, where 2 animals have defied the odds and become buddies.
Well, welcome back. You go away, you know what? Nothing has changed in the weather department. Same old, same old.
What is this? I mean, I thought at least I'd be gone a few days.
We were hoping you could bring something different back
Well,
with you.
there was a lot of heat in Omaha, Chris. And
yeah, you were in real heat out there.
Oh, it was upper 90s.
Yeah, no thank you on that. Although it felt that way around here with the tropical humidity that was into the mix. Around here, though, it's been about the daily rounds of thunderstorms, and we're getting in on another big push of some showers and storms into eastern Kentucky as of now. And some of these same areas were hard hit yesterday by heavy rains, stretching right now from Sandy Hook, West Liberty, down toward Campton and Beattyville. And those are packing a punch with some gusty winds and a lot of lightning. Also can put down a quick inch or 2 of rain as they move across the area. So we'll keep an eye on the creeks and the streams as those showers and thunderstorms continue to press on through. And we'll see additional rounds across the entire region this evening and more coming your way tomorrow. And it's kind of that same old pattern. Wet roads in Lexington causing some issues out there. No less than 6 accidents that we are tracking right now. 1 lane blocked at Armstrong Mill, that's on Appian Way. Also, Nicholasville Road at Moore Drive, Longview Drive at Harrodsburg Road, and into the downtown area. Got an accident there on High Street at Hanover, Mechanic Street at Upper Street, and New Circle Road accident there between Newtown and Boardwalk. Likely to see significant delays with at least 6 accidents across the city right now.
Chris, thank you. All right, coming up, we've got fishing, we've got a dog and a duck. It's the video that will have you talking. Take a look at this.
What else do we need? Okay, while Olympic athletes from around the world are competing in Rio, there is an unusual fishing competition, to say the least, going on in Croatia. It involves saucepans, towels, and flour. Participants from around the world went to a Croatian island to hunt for mullets in this unique tournament. Competitors spread flour on their saucepans before throwing them into the sea 4 times. Most of them didn't catch anything, but the strongest team caught 4 dozen mullets in a single saucepan dive. This was the island's 7th championship in competition. Officials say the number of teams grows every year. I know Amber just cannot wait to go and try this.
Yeah, I'm going to be right
on
there
your top 10
next year on the bucket list.
Yeah.
Except for Hollywood and those viral social media posts. When was the last time you saw 2 different animal species actually befriend one another? Well, a Tennessee dog owner witnessed it this past week between her dog and a duck. George, the dog, lost his best friend Blackie, a lab, 2 years ago. Since then, he's been very depressed to the point of starvation. But last week, Jackie Litton looked out her back window to see a duck who hasn't left George's side since. George lets the duck sleep on his bed, even lets the duck rest its bill on his leg. Jackie says there's some adjusting going on as the duck leaves droppings everywhere. That's what ducks do. But she says she is just happy that George is finally happy again. The best of friends there.
Looks very content. Love it. Get ready to fall in love with Stubby, a googly-eyed squid that looks more like a Muppet than a sea creature. John, do you agree? Stubby's debut was captured by researchers who were live streaming an expedition on the ocean floor off California's coast. And the scientists encountered a few other weird specimens while they were down there, but Stubby definitely stole the show.
Creepy. Doesn't really look real when you first see it there.
Can you imagine being down there and seeing that in front of you?
Frightening, to say the least. All right, stick with us. Here's what we're working on for you now at 5 o'clock.